couple more questions for you. There's a teen mental health crisis in this country, particularly among transgender youth. We have seen untold numbers of anti-trans laws being introduced, even passed, in states across the country that do serious harm to transgender youth and their families that are trying to support them and help them. What is your message to transgender youth in this country as an elder?
Yeah. So we've seen up to 300 bills introduced across the country, and certainly here in Minnesota too. So even though we do have a Democratic governor and a democratically controlled House, so none of those bills have passed, thankfully. But about 112 of those bills have passed across the country, and we hear a lot about the Florida case and the Texas case and Arkansas and Mississippi and other places. And not only that, but also this leaked abortion um, um, decision of trying to of potentially overturning Roe versus Wade. Um, I think is also an attack on um, trans and gender nonconforming folks and youth. What is probably not known is that over 50% of trans and gender nonconforming identified people get their health care through Planned Parenthood. And so that attack is really an attack on who has access and control of one's bodies. And many of the bills that are being introduced and being passed, as you noted, are saying that not even parents have access and control over their young people's bodies. Um, and it is an atrocious attack, but I really, in my heart of hearts, Jonathan, believe that it is a red herring. It's really bringing up these sort of cultural issues to gin up the right wing base, to create this hysteria where none exists. Transgender people have been using the bathroom since the beginning of history, and we're human beings and we're going to continue to do that. And we have to do it in public because we have to live our lives in outside of our homes like everyone else. I would say to young trans and gender nonconforming people that you are changing the world. You are creating new ways of understanding and being in humanity. Keep doing what you're doing. We have come such a long way since the days of Stonewall that was that whole um, uh, riot and movement, the gay liberation movement, was initiated by black and brown, um, trans and gender nonconforming and bisexual and lesbian and gay folks who have shifted and changed the paradigm. And the reason I believe that we're seeing these attacks is because we are making progress. We are making changes. And so I see you. I know that this is really difficult, young people, but the horizon is bright because I know from experience that every day we continue to make progress to move humanity forward, and trans and gender nonconforming people are 100% absolutely a part of that forward march. And I'm here fighting for you every day. There are other trans and gender nonconforming elected people elected to public office who are also on the front lines of fighting for you. And so hold on, And as we heard many, many years ago, it gets better.